Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am the Raven. Greetings and salutations. I'm back for my 40th video, and before you say it, yes, it is 40 videos. One isn't shown to the general public. So what am I going to talk about this time? Well, if you haven't read the title, I'm going to talk about The Legend of Korra, namely the last 2 episodes of the first series. Presumably, according to the wiki, it is to run for 2 series with a total of 26 episodes. Now, it was Sunday I caught episodes 11 and 12, the end of the first series. Everything amounting has come to a conclusion of sorts. Some good, some I'm not particularly happy about, and others even less happy about how things have turned out. Well, let's get to the general summary of things. This series follows Korra, as the title suggests, the latest avatar to come after Aang, and this deals with events concerning Republic City and the anti-bending revolution taking place in it, led by a mysterious figure known only as Amon, a masked figure who throughout the series has presented himself as a very dangerous person with the strange ability to take away people's bending abilities. This is finally explained in the episodes 11 and 12. Who is he and how he does it? Some people may have problems with it. I don't really have it. Not too many, but yeah, I do have problems with it. I'm not screaming outright bullshit to it. It could be better. It could give Series 2 a much stronger track than probably what we're going to get. A quick summary of the cast. Korra, coming out hot-headed and a rebellious sort of young lady who joins her mentor in airbending, little mentor at the beginning, because she cannot focus. She really doesn't have much connection to her spiritual side. That is one of the major faults as such. Major character number 2, Mako. Dear God, he starts off so well in this series. He's responsible, dependable. He's overly protective of his friends and his family. But dear God, his relationship with Korra is right there with nearly early on in the relationship between Korra. It grows. It becomes problematic. Technically, he becomes the drama merchant of the domestic drama merchant of the series. Honestly, I think we could have done without it, particularly with the ending. Bowling. I have not heard of a person who doesn't like bowling. He is also dependable, not exactly the smartest type person, or well, not as the smartest, but the maker of sensible decisions. But he's utterly likable and he's a genuine nice guy. Tenzin, the son of Aang and Katara, an airbending master who's teaching Korra the way of things. Who knew any kid of Aang could be that straight-laced? We do seem to loosen up along the series, and there are many brilliant moments with him. Next comes possibly the most badass characters on the all, Lin Beifong, daughter of Toph, who runs a police squad of metal benders. She's badass. There's no debating that. Let's end it there. And I will jump into the last 2 episodes because I'm just rambling on at the moment. The 2 episodes basically open up with Amon and his anti-bending revolutionists have taken over Republic City, forced Tenzin and his children to flee, and in the cost of doing that, Lin sacrifices herself so the airbenders can get away, but in turn loses her airbending her earthbending as a price for it. At the end of episode 10 is revealed a armada is coming in to retake the city under the command of one Admiral Iroh. Yeah. The grandson of Prince Zuko. He even looks a little like him and has the same voice actor. There's been some debate about it. That does the voice really suit him? Little yes, little no. Basically denotes him as yes. He's the grandson of Zuko. He's very capable of looking after himself, pretty much, and we don't really get much with him. He's very much takes after his grandfather. He trusts the Avatar in her choices and all that lot. And he's very much to duty. He went there to take Republic City back, and he's there to do it. Along the way, we just Korra and Mako, who at this stage has really strained his relationship with Asami. Asami, who was his girlfriend at the time, is very complex and much to the frustration of probably many a fan and anyone who know people like this. Asami is the daughter of a wealthy businessman who was discovered to be in league with Amon, who was supplying him with the tech that was being used against the elemental benders, such as mecha tanks, shocking gauntlets, all those fun things. Asami is torn because of what her father's done. Her mother was killed by a firebender. Mako and Bolin's family was also killed by a firebender. Basically, when you get down to in the series, firebenders are always taking the blame for bad things and people losing their families. Not good things. We continue on from events in the Legend of Aang, where the main antagonist was the Fire Empire, Fire Kingdom. Can't remember. But, yeah. It is revealed towards the end that Amon is not only a waterbender, but he's also a bloodbender. The forbidden art of controlling someone's blood to basically play puppet master with them. You can get them to do whatever you want. Because this is not just simple mind control where, unlike in media depictions, where you can get them to do anything without their moral compass kicking in, you're basically controlling the body, not the mind. It was revealed in the Republic City Council. One of the council members was a bloodbender, and he was getting very desperate towards the end of the series because he seemed to be playing up for the media. He was very manipulative, cunning, sneaky. He wanted to do things his way, and because of the anti-bending movement, he was basically becoming what the anti-bending movement stood against: tyrannical benders who lauded power over those who could not control the elements. This guy reveals that not only is Amon his brother, meaning also his water type, but also a bender, water bender, blood bender. If we've already explained this, I'll offer one and forget. Which prevents Mako and Korra for a bit of a chance because of his blood bending, he is near untouchable. So they go for plan B. Since they can't take him on face to face, they move to discredit him in front of the movement. It doesn't go quite to plan because right there in middle of the rally, a man calls the bluff, removes his mask, and apparently he has burn marks across his face. However, it's later revealed that these burn marks were rather painted on. And now, considering the burn marks we saw on Zuko and others we saw, how credible would that be? Really? It comes down to a battle between Korra and Amon, and Mako just he's been a few days and I'm forgetting things. Basically, goes into battle, a young crew are forced to flee, and later on rediscovered by Amon, who, using his blood bending, revealing that he is, as his brother denoted, what he was, he takes away Korra's bending. And may put out at this point, Korra had mastered pretty much water, fire, and earth. All the while she struggled with air bending, which is why she was in Republic City to learn from Tenzin. Now here is where things come to an interesting little scenario. Through blood bending, Amon takes away her bending, but in doing so, apparently, it's freed up her air bending. She starts to use it. She starts to throw Amon around. Now, I got a theory with this. It's probably not particularly right. It's just probably grasping at straws, but in the Avatar of Aang, Legend of Aang, it's discussed about chakra. Chakra, the energy of the bodies, all that lot. And I'm figuring Amon is somehow using his blood bending to affect the body's chakra, thus separating someone from their bending. And And Korra, through the chakra, has some clogging there that prevents her from using airbending. Also prevents her from reaching the spiritual side, along with her rash nature. Now, when he took away her main abilities, he may have unclogged her chakra, allowing her to use airbending. Just a theory. Possibly right, possibly wrong. Doesn't matter. The ultimate battle leads to Amon being launched out the window into the bay. There were a lot of angry non-benders witnessing this, and Amon launches himself out of the water in a swirling typhoon. The paint washes away from his face and he's revealed to be a waterbender to his followers. Oh, and before that, his lieutenant, his second command, voiced by Lance Henriksen, done a wonderful job. Unfortunately, in the latter half of this first series, he really started to take a beating. The lieutenant is pretty much heartbroken. He gave himself to this belief, and he's been lied to. He attacks Amon, and basically Amon snaps him down like a twig. I am firmly in belief that he killed him then and there, just to protect his secret. And that's, yeah. Amon flees. He's picked up by his brother. However, his brother, having his bending taken away by Amon, this is how he recognised it was him, because he recognised his bloodbending abilities, seems to have a epiphany, and now tries to be a better person. And ultimately he aims to achieve this by taking one of the electroshock gauntlets that were on the speedboat at the time, and probably blows the pair of them up, thus ending the legacy of their father, who was a very powerful waterbender, bloodbender, who seeks to control the public city from the underworld, while his son, who was Amon, sought to control it through the council through trickery, and couldn't know that malarkey. However, that leaves little tasks thinking of the strained relationship with Mako and Asami, because he's constantly going to Korra. This is not... Her relationship with him, Asami's relationship with him has been strained because he has shown more attention to Korra than he has her. Put his life at risk, showing more concern than what he would for a friend or whatever, possibly. Not sure, but still. He's screwing up. Now comes the two parts which have upset a lot of people for storytelling and potential. Korra is without her other bending abilities. All she's stuck with is air bending. An ability she's broken through and hasn't mastered. Katara, who's now an old woman, and pretty much the only member of the cast still around alive, because all the others she has been marked at the very beginning of the series, have passed on. They're all gone. Can't undo the damage Amon has done. Korra, bloody names, goes out to be by herself. This all happening at the South Pole, I believe, where she was really trained up. Goes out to be alone, basically tells Mako, leave me alone, go back to the Republic City. Because she's moping because she's lost her powers, she's basically lost all right to be the Avatar, she has lost all feeling of worth in herself. Bunkum! Seriously, this is something that could have been handled so much better. She really should, story-wise, she should have learned to deal without the other elemental abilities. But no, what happens, she reaches full spiritual enlightenment, basically calls upon Aang, he comes to her, we get a view of the past avatars, and he restores her bending. As a sort of reverse thing that Amon has been doing, and a more cleaner version, I suppose, that Aang used on the tyrannical Fire Lord. Please! This is not good writing. It feels very much, oh nicey, must have the nice, clean, feel-good ending. Things are resolved and all that a lot. We don't not need this. As I said before, this could have set up for a much better series 2, which I think that we're actually going to get. This could have been a journey of her exploring the world, rediscovering herself, rediscovering that confidence she really shouldn't have lost, to restore her powers a different way. Well, instead of this Deus Ex Machina crap. And of course, comes the next bit, the one that's pissed so many people off about Mako. He admits his love for Korra, she admits his love for him, they're basically together, and of course, Asami is elsewhere on this, but still, thank you, Mako. You basically string her along all the way while you've been lying to yourself about this. Not on, writers. All you're doing is pissing people off, giving us this nice, clean, happy ending. This could have given us so much more character development, so much better plot to be working with. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Series 2, if it's coming or not. Frankly, I'd be happy for it to end here. But no, the chances are we are getting a Series 2. Overall, it's been a good series. The one I've always been looking forward to seeing over the weekends. Always saving it for last. Save the best for last, as such. But still, these little elements. Mako being a twit, to put it nicely. Korra's lost confidence and the restoration of her bending. And let's put it Lin Beifong. Korra restores her bending as well. I'm sure, but this kinda sullies her sacrifice she made to protect Tenzin and his children. This is basically a Deus Ex Machina reset of things. Sorry, I don't like this. I'm not going to cry bullshit over it. It could have been worse. Could have been better. But this is what we get. Now, what was this set up for a possible second series? Well, we've got the problems with Asami, because we've seen the growing tensions with her. We don't know what's going to happen there. There is the proven fact that there is the resentment towards Benders, that they hold basically all the power. Things really haven't changed much, because from the last series, since the simple fact that they hold all the power, just like the Fire Kingdom. Kingdom held all the power. It's just not as tyrannical. There has been those who not been Benders serving on the Republic City Council, but we don't see any as such on this one. So, as I said before, good series, a few bits that ended merit. Mako, dear God, someone slap some sense into him. So, yeah, this is all revelation about it. Peace out, people.